Good morning, and good morning to you guys. Fall through, because I want to quickly talk about Royce Reed. I want to read through this paperwork, give you guys some more thoughts. Um, I, I still get a little shocked when I think about her situation. It's crazy, isn't it? How things could be going on, and then you don't know what's going on because people are, they want to portray themselves to be a certain way. Now, I've got to say, honey, I'm a little shocked. I didn't see not one message of support from anyone. I mean, um not a Shawnee, not a honey, not a surely not a Evelyn Lazada. I didn't see one single shred of support from anyone that was on that cast. And baby, that says a lot. One thing that we know that they take into consideration. Good morning, my queen, Miss TT, VIP Hive. Good morning, Sharon and Brina. So listen, Sharon, Brina, TT, these are things that we know that the court of law take this stuff serious. We know that they take, especially with when it comes to character references, like, they take that stuff so serious. If nobody is willing to speak out on your behalf, then it gets pretty bad. If you don't have any character references in court, people are going to look like, well, what's really going on with her? If you don't have anybody that's supporting you on the outside, that's a big deal. Like, people really look at that, and the courts really look at that. They look at the level of support. Heck, even even the Department of Children and Family Services, they'll ask you, what type of support system do you have? Do you have support? Good morning, Share Slays. They hated her on the show, so I'm not surprised they didn't. I mean, TT, do you think that even if they hated on her on the show, that that's an excuse for them not to support her with such a serious issue like this one? Do you feel like that's an excuse? Good morning, Miss Sylvia Tucker. I feel like this. I feel like, regardless if you couldn't stand my guts on the show, we were filming. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might have done and said some things because we were filming. But at the end of the day, I know I made some connections with some of y'all, and y'all just ain't had one iota of support to give to me in this circumstance. Whereas dealing with my child, we're both kids. I mean, we both have kids. I mean, I'm just putting some out there that probably would have been my thoughts. Dang, we all have children, and my gosh, All right. Can you guys hear me now? Hopefully you guys can, because I know I couldn't hear a thing, and I am here tapped in. So I'm hoping that you can hear me as okay, there we go. Now we're in the business of doing some business when it comes to Miss Royce Reed. Okay. So basically what I was saying, you guys, was that it surprises me that perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So and thank you guys all for the ones that updated me. I really appreciate it because I need your crowd participation in order to know what's going on. And I appreciate it. So thank you so much, Mario K, TT, my queen, M Jones. I appreciate you guys for that. Okay. So I was saying that it really strikes me as odd, right? That nobody has come to publicly support um Royce. Good morning, Doretta. And I feel like there's a reason for that. I feel like even if, right, even if I got on your nerves, even if I rubbed you the wrong way on the show, even if I may have said some things to make the show salacious and I just wanted to have a lot of drama surrounding me because I wanted a lot of camera time, I still feel like we are all mothers and there should be some level of support where everything is put to the side and there's just this support system. I feel like that's one thing that should be, especially when it comes to the kids. Now what I will say is that not everybody kids is out here touching on, and doing extras when it comes to this situation. Also, somebody pointed out something to me too. Somebody pointed out the fact that if you go to her Instagram, right? Good morning, Hot Spicy Tea. Maybe no one is speaking up because it's dealing with, that is a good point. Um that is a good point. That could definitely be, and because maybe it's because her son is the one in the wrong, and because of that factor that you just put up there, M Jones. First of all, how you doing, Tox? Because the other day you were so sad. I am doing better. I was a lot of the stuff, sometimes a lot of the stuff on social media, just because I report it, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect me. So sometimes when I feel like it's bombarding on me, just bad thing after bad thing after bad thing like this, and then following with Tracy, and then following with the twins, I just was kind of just like, I need to wrap it up for a day. Sometimes I have to protect my peace, even from my own work. You know what I'm saying? Would you, if you knew her son wasn't supposed to be around a certain age group and she didn't, and someone else got hurt? Because, honestly, I would at least still, hi, the right one. I would at least still reach out to her and say, hey, I'm sorry you guys are going through this. I'll be praying for you. I hope things start looking up. Just something, if you're a friend that is supportive. Like, if not, then not. Okay. But yeah, none of them are supporting her, and so there is none of that. Like I said, the court of law looks at that stuff very seriously. um they look at character references. Are these people, do you have anybody around you as a friend that loves and supports you? I said before my live started tripping out, I said, hell, even CPS will ask you, who is a part of your support system, and they want you to name every single little person. I feel like Royce Reed's father, the reason why he's not supporting her on this particular thing. Good morning, Sheeta, my queen. Good morning, good morning. um I feel like the reason why her father is not supporting her is because he pointed it out and told her to stop dating around. I don't know. Listen, I'm not comfortable bringing new people around my daughter. And my daughter has never gotten caught up in any type of situation like this before. Okay. I'm just not comfortable with it. So I'm going to tell you this. She's lucky that wasn't a little girl that her boyfriend was dealing with. Okay. Because then I feel like they would treat it different, even though they don't need to treat it different. I feel like they would treat it differently. Okay. But for her to know that her son had them issues and to continue to have him around other people's children is that's pretty gross. And on top of that, Dwight Howard said that there was an incident where she specifically watched him carry on with other little boys and thought it was cute. Now, what I was going to say is, if you go over to her Instagram, right? So I'm going to just go over here to Instagram. Let me go ahead and sign in. Okay. Woo, Lord, Sierra and Russ Wilson so damn fine, both of them. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me get over here and share the Instagram with you guys so that I can show you guys some of the stuff that her son is looking at. Okay. So if you see her, and I understand that she's, she dances and all this stuff, but if you look at some of the stuff that maybe some of the ways that she's dressing, some of the stuff that she's doing, this all needs to be died down. Like, none of this needs to be happening where her child can come on social media or he can see her walking around like that. Like, I don't know what she doesn't understand about her son has, some problems. Now, one person in the comment section, I'm going to try to find that right quick. And I might do a comment section video. I really might, because I like to do videos that are basically based around my comment section. That would be on, I think I'm gonna take my comment section videos to Tox Talks. So it doesn't matter which channel it comes from. I'm gonna be addressing comments on my Tox Talks channel, and I'll take my show there. So if you guys don't know that channel, get very well acquainted. Hold on. Let me pull up. If you guys hear something in the back, I have the leaf blowers. It's Monday, so let me see. Other boys, a sad situation. Dad needs to step up. Royce is trash. Let's see. I'm trying to find this one comment. The lady, I wanted to find a person who wrote it, but unfortunately I don't see it. Okay. Oh, maybe because I put it in, because it's in when you make, oh boy, when you respond to comments, they won't show you them anymore. So yeah, so anyways, the lady says, she said, I'm tired of people saying that you have to go through something in order to exhibit this type of behavior. She said some people are born with an sexual deviance. But I don't beg to differ. I think that that's there, but also I think that certain behaviors are learned. So if you teaching yourself or if somebody's teaching you, but from what Dwight Howard said, she set up and allowed him to roll around with other children and thought that it was cute, and they were doing stuff like that. Did I get my tire fixed? I got my tire blown up, but I didn't get it fixed. I haven't been doing anything with sitting in the house. I'm not gonna lie. I probably get up and do it in the morning. But thank you for reminding me, though. I definitely needed that reminder. What happened? Erica Prince says, what happened? Well, I'm going to be reading the paperwork just to really quick summarize it for you. Royce Reed had to turn herself in on CN charges, CHILD neglect charges, due to her son trying to, hey, my hubbo in the house, what's popping? Say, zaddy. So her son actually molested another child who was her boyfriend's son. And Dwight Howard says that she's known that she's not supposed to have him around other children that are 2 ages younger than him, because that's what was ordered by the judge. They've been in court for this before. There's been cases over behind this before, and this was not the first time, right, Erica? This was not the first time that this incident happened. And actually, this is the second time her son had MOLS'd the boyfriend's son. He forced him to basically jack him the first time. And I guess this second time around was so bad they didn't really go into a lot of detail on what exactly took place. But her son says that he's doing it because he's angry, and I just feel like that is scary. If you take your anger out in sexual ways against the person you're angry with, you 5 seconds from becoming a damn rapistus. Y'all know I can't say certain words on YouTube. They got us so censored up here, y'all. They got us, and it's bad right now. We are censored to death. I can't even say to DEATH. We censored for real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Erica. I said all of this needs to be died down. There needs to be all of this that she's doing. She online worrying about shaking her buns and dressing halfway with crop tops on. If she was being a good mom, right? And I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this. If she was being a good mom, all of this needed to be died down. Like this right here, we understand that you're a dancer and all that stuff, but you're doing way too much. You need to die all of this down. Like all of this needs to just needs to go. It's just not healthy images for him to be seeing. He needs to have no radio, no TV, no music. That boy needs to have his head in a book and needs to be on a monitored computer with parental guidelines and controls. All of this right here, I'm sorry. And this, I know that she's a dancer and she wants to express herself through her dance, but sometimes as a mother, you have to be willing to take on the challenges that your child brings into your life. This should be something that you're doing in your private studio. This is not something now that was okay, but I'm sorry, for me, all of that would have to die down. All the leg lifting and twerking and you're doing too much. And then plus you're more worried about being on the internet. We ain't seen your damn son on the internet unless he was disparaging Dwight Howard. You on the internet doing all this, you need to go sit down. Like, what are you doing? For real. Like that last little twist just pissed me off. Because at the end of the day, your son don't need to be seeing none of that. What is wrong with the girl? Like, I can't understand it. Like, on God, I'm telling y'all, I don't have people in front of my child. I purposely don't have any man in front of my child. Purposely. I purposely don't bring people around my child. And that's for the safety of my child. Could you imagine if I had to purposely not bring people around my child for the safety of their children? Oh my God. What's wrong with her? Stormy Hayes said you're right, and damn sure does not need a girl. Right. Erica said she need to be under the altar. She was ordered by a judge, not asked. That's right. She wanted a man more than her sons and others' children's safety. That's right. And somebody pointed out on my last video that she's constantly having a boyfriend. She goes from one relationship to the next. Thank you so much, Mario. Thank you, Sheeta. She goes from one relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship. It's got to stop somewhere. It's got to end somewhere. My God, when is it okay for women to be by themselves, be alone, and not have involve other people in their dysfunction until it's the right time? Right? Because you're so worried about being wanted. Girl. So anyway, as you guys see, out of Florida, Winter Garden Police case WGPD 22OFF000676, one count of 827-032D, child neglect. The state of Florida versus Royce Lindsay Reed. Date of birth 6/22/1980. Black female, 5'3", 100 pounds. Girl, bye. Couldn't have been my child. Ragdoll time. Okay, it's ragdoll time. Not 100 pounds. Ragdoll time. Sorry. About to get drugged. Okay. Black hair, brown eyes. Ooh, not they put her address on there. Ooh. Anyway, this person says Dwight Howard said in court that Royce Reed was a terrible mom because she had her son see her do sexual activities with multiple partners in court in 2014. In 222, he molested Royce's boyfriend's son while Royce and the boyfriend was downstairs. The whole situation is sad. Then she said, this junk gets worse. She needs to be in jail and he needs serious help. Oh my goodness. Girl, you ain't never lied, girl. So the state of Florida, county of Orange, Orange County. Before me, the undersigned witness authority personally appeared Detective Rachel San Filippo, who first by me duly sworn says she is a sworn police officer for the Winter Garden Police Department and that she has personal knowledge of an offense that occurred in Orange County, Florida between 5/25/2021 and 8/1/2021. In Orange County, Florida, the defendant, Royce Lindsay Reed, did, in violation of statute 82703, commit child neglect. Sorry about that. On 2/24/222, WGPD received a DCF fax for their case number 222-168453. So she has an open CPS case. Now, see, this is the type of stuff that we need to. This is that's what the hell I'm talking about. Let's be honest about our circumstances here. Okay, you have an open CPS case, and you still have your child around other kids, knowing, and with an open case. Like, what is wrong with her? Oh my God. Walking around that house with your booty shorts on and your crop tops, knowing that boy got problems. So on 2/24/2022, WGPD received a DCF fax for their case number 2022-168453, which stated that Braylon Howard had the boy touch his in a sexual way. The incident occurred about a year ago in Orange County. Blank is the mother's paramour's son. The incident occurred at Braylon's home. It's unknown if Braylon and Blank resided in the same home at the time of the incident. Braylon has a history of sexual behaviors. He is currently in treatment at True Core Behavioral Solutions. He's been in treatment for 8 months. Officer Chamberlain responded to Braylon's residence where he met with Braylon's father, Royce Reed. Royce stated that blank is the son of her boyfriend and they both reside in Summerport. So before I go on about this, just to let you guys know, it is by way of report that Braylon has been removed from Royce. So she does not have custody of him right now. And Dwight does not have him right now either. So I believe that he is I want to say with a family member, but I don't have any report of him being with the actual family member. So I just want to say I believe that he is with a family member, but he is removed right now. She does not have physical custody of him. Okay. Officer Chamberlain responded to Braylon's residence where he met with Braylon's mother, Royce Reed. Royce stated that blank is the son of her boyfriend and they both reside in Summerport. She explained Braylon recently revealed new information about a sexual incident between the two boys that occurred approximately a year ago. Royce notified her son's sexual treatment counselor, who then in turn contacted DCFS. Officer Chamberlain obtained some contact information for the boy and his father. DCF investigator Christina Alder also arrived and obtained the same information. No law enforcement interview was conducted by any juveniles at the time. I messaged CPI Adler and told her she did not have the authorization to interview Braylon due to she did not have, where is it? Where did I leave off at? Okay, well, probably due to his age, I would say, due to this situation or due to this is in a way. Okay. So part of his treatment, he's learning how to walk away from situations that make him feel this way, I suppose it's saying. He requested permission to speak to the boy, which was granted. So the police requested permission to speak to the victim to obtain disclosures, since at this point we only had third-party information from the therapist and Royce. Well, I mean, at least Royce didn't lie about it, because that would have been a whole different thing. You lie about it, you're going to have a serious problem, okay? And that's on period. Don't get up there lying now. Because once they find out you lie, they just throw the whole book at you. Don't get up there lying. You do better just tell the truth, child. Just tell the truth and go ahead and shame that devil. You heard me. P.I. Adler and OCSO Deputy E. Lopez responded to Old Boy's residence, where they met with a woman, the mother, his ex-wife Crystal, 10-year-old blank, and 6-year-old blank. Now, why? Now, come on now. Why was he around a 6-year-old? We don't know better by now, Royce. During this interview, blank, I take it this is the 6-year-old, denied being sexually molested or any inappropriate behaviors. The boy was qualified for interview, was able to identify his private parts and where he should not be touched. He then disclosed that he had touched Braylon's pee at his request. The boy said Braylon gets angry and tells him to touch him. He could not recall how many times this occurred, but he stated that it happened at Braylon's house. Nothing further was discussed with the boy. P.I. Adler contacted me with the outcome of the interview, and a CPT was requested. Now, I don't know what the hell a CPT is. What is a CPT? Hold on. Let me see. Because I would think they would do some type of RAPE. Sexual assault forensic exam. Okay. All right. All right. All right. That makes sense. A sexual assault forensic exam. Okay. Having been the detective assigned to the previous case with Braylon under the Winter Garden case and Orange County Court case number, I reached out to the state attorney assigned to it. According to documents I found, Braylon entered into a post-plea diversion on 2/2/21. So see, she's been dealing with this for some time. We did not know that none of this was going on in 2/2/21. We had no clue that she was going to court and he was entering some type of plea in regards to being a predator at his age in 2021. Why? Because she posting and dancing and twerking like it's all good. Child, you never know. Ooh, he entered a plea diversion of 2/2/21, where under number 5 of diversion agreement, there are stipulations from A to S that he must abide by. Stipulation M states, Braylon J. Howard agrees to and shall have no contact with any child younger, smaller, weaker, or anyone who has physical or mental handicaps unless under the direct supervision, sight, and sound of an appropriate adult until it is deemed appropriate that the child does not pose a safety risk as determined by a therapist who is actively treating him. Now, here's my thing, right? Your child is such a danger to society that he cannot be around any child younger, smaller, weaker, or that has a physical or mental handicap, because nobody know what he might do. Are you crazy to be having this boy around other kids? Are you crazy? Girl, you lucky it wasn't me. Because, girl, I don't even want to start. I almost threatened. I did, Lord. You lucky it wasn't me. You lucky I'm not Christina. What's her name? Crystal. You lucky it's not me. Okay. So anyway, stipulation O states Braylon J. Howard agrees not to play with or babysit any children who are 2 or more years younger than they are, based upon the allegation received from Old Boy. The 2 stipulations were violated because of them being violated, Old Boy became a victim of Braylon. On 3/2/2022, at approximately 11:30 hours, CC Ogletree and I met with Crystal, blank and blank, for a CPT interview. We first met with blank, where CC Ogletree obtained information from him. He told us that he and Royce had been dating for over a year when Braylon was removed from school. Oh my God. stating he was not welcomed in the school any longer due to a case he was involved in and the diversion program he was a part of. He continued to say Braylon was in a diversion program and his mother had started to get letters and documents together to try to get Braylon back into the school system. Why would she do that? But she kept getting denied. Because of this, Blank said some red flags started to get raised and it prompted him to ask his children about it. When he asked the little boy if anyone had touched him, specifically Braylon, he said yes. The boy went on to say he had never been touched by the other child went on to say he had never been touched by Braylon, but Braylon made him. Oh, okay, this is the boy. He never been touched by Braylon, but Braylon made him touch his pee and made him do this as he was made a jerking motion with his hand. When when the dad asked him why, the boy said he did not know, but Braylon told him he would have to do it whenever he got mad. When asked how long it occurred, the boy said a couple of months ago and that it happened a couple of times. Blank then stopped questioned. Blank then stopped question and he assured him that he was not in trouble. After the boy made the disclosure, the dad said he slept on it and called Royce the next day to tell her what his son had told him. Royce, in turn, called Braylon's counselor or therapist who notified DCF. The dad then texted Crystal saying they need to talk and she needed to come to his house to talk to him and the kids. Y'all, OMFG. What in the hooba dooba? I am too disturbed, child. Are you serious? This ain't the whole thing. I'm gonna look this whole thing up. That's not the whole thing. That is absolutely horrible. Oh my God. Like, what is the what? Oh my God. So the dad, so the dad didn't even realize what was going on until some stuff started to come up with Royce that then made him be like, wait a minute, um, I need to question whether or not this child has touched my son. Okay. Um, After the boy made the disclosure, he slept on it, called Royce the next day and told her. She called the counselor, and then uh Royce called the counselor. The counselor called DCF, and then he called the baby mama, Crystal, saying they needed to talk and she needed to come to his house to talk to him and DCF. The dad said he had not spoken with the little boy about it since the initial disclosure and DCF's investigation, and he had been staying with Crystal since. When asked how often Blank and Braylon would be together, the boy and Braylon would be together, he said they were together often. Oh, good Lord. Specifically over the summer and Christmas break, with some sleepovers occurring. Oh my God. When asked if the children would ever be left unsupervised, he said there was always an adult in the home, but there was not constant supervision with them as it was a big house and the kids would play together. When he was asked about I hate that these numbers are in the way, it's annoying. When he was asked a question regarding his relationship with the children, when he was asked about his relationship with Royce, I believe this is saying, he said, "Oh, that's over. The kids will never be around each other again. And as far as he and Royce goes, he does not have a desire to pursue her because her kid is there and I don't want to see him ever again." He was asked uh if his child like basically was the type of child to make things up, and he stated that his kid is not the type of kid to lie, be deceptive, or try to keep himself out of trouble, and is a very forthcoming child. Once Cece Ogletree finished her questions, I had a couple of follow-up questions for him. I asked him when he was made aware of Braylon, to which he replied it was fairly early on, stating that he and Royce were together when the 2020 case was going on. A couple of days after it came to light, Royce told him everything that had transpired. I then asked about the red flags being raised with the case, to which he said it did, but because it involved a girl. But because that case involved a girl, which is horrible. He first, so that tells you right there, not only is the boy sexually deviant, but also he doesn't have any he doesn't care whether it's involving a boy or a girl. He could care less. He's open sexually. So that there is a whole other issue um that is just that's just sad. Okay? It's just plain sad, straight up. So he further stated that they had established a relationship of trust. He did not think Braylon would do this to his children. He continued to say that he thought Braylon respected him enough and cared enough about the boys, but now he realized he was wrong. We next spoke with Crystal, where Cece Ogletree obtained information for her report. She then asked her why DCF and law enforcement was involved with her family, to which she replied she was contacted by blank, stating DCF and law enforcement will be coming to his house due to an incident between his girlfriend's son and blank, where blank was forced to be touched or touched the other boy. Crystal then broke down and started crying. Once she composed herself, Cece Ogletree asked her if she'd spoken with the boy about what happened. She said she did speak to him one time about it, and he told her Braylon made me touch his pee and go like this while motioning back and forth with her hand. She then asked him if he were to get in that position again, would he know what to do? To which he answered no. Crystal then helped explain to the boy he needs to say no and go get an adult that he can trust. Give examples of people who he can trust. Giving examples of people who he can trust. The boy told Crystal he was afraid to say something, thinking that he might get in trouble, but she reassured him that he was not in trouble. CC Ogletree met with blank in an audio and video recorded room while P.I. Adler watched from another room. So this has to be, this could be one of the victims, but I would think that let me read further. Blank was qualified to ensure he knew the difference between a truth and a lie, which he did. After obtaining basic demographics, home environment at his mom and dad house, school situation, and what he does for fun, CC Ogletree asked blank if the police had ever been to his mom or dad's house. Okay, this is a little boy. The boy said to the sheriff they had been to his dad's house to ask him questions. When CC Ogletree asked the boy to asked what the boy talked to the deputy about, he said about someone touching him back there and down there while he pointed to his butt and genital area. The boy said, yes, someone made me do that. She asked the boy to tell her about what happened. He said someone named Braylon made me touch down here while pointing towards his genital area and made me do this over and over again while motioning with his hand closed back and forth and put my mouth on it and suck it. The boy said this happened more than one time and disclosed two specific situations he remembered. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. That is ridiculous. And what the hell was y'all doing while the son up in there? Oh my God. He said the first time it happened, they were at Braylon's house upstairs in the bathroom by the toilet. So y'all just got, oh my God. So y'all just got these boys upstairs. They in the bathroom together. Well, I mean, what y'all thought they was doing in the bathroom together? As far as I'm concerned, this is 2 cases of child neglect. I don't give a damn. I'm telling you right now, ain't no way. Ain't no way. There's just no way. I would be like, what are y'all doing in the bathroom together? What the heck? I would be on top of that. There is no way that would have gotten past me. I am way, way too controlling and overbearing over my damn baby. That would have never got past me. Ever. Like upstairs in the bathroom together for an extended period of time. Doing what? I would have saw that already. I know you lying. Child, this is mortifying. Just straight mortifying. My God. I mean, what the heck was going on? And if it were me, my son would not be allowed back at his father's house until he took some damn classes. He'd have to take some classes. I'm talking about he got to go through supervised visits for a little while. It just is what it is. He'd have to go through supervised visits as well. You I know you lying. Okay? Horrible. So, anyways, they were in his bathroom by the toilet. The boy said he was confused about what happened, but Braylon told him he would have to do it and told him what to do. The boy said the second incident was a few days later in a room that connects to the upstairs beach room and believed it to be called the Paris room. He continued saying Braylon made him do the thing, further saying he made me do this while motioning his closed fist up and down and put my mouth on it. CC Ogletree asked him what that was, and Braylon said he made him pull his pee up and down, then do the same thing with his mouth on Braylon. When he was asked how Braylon's, you know what, felt, he responded, "It felt disgusting. I didn't even like it." When asked what made Braylon stop, he said he did not know, but eventually he stopped and forgot about it. He stated he did not hear anything, see anything, taste anything, or smell anything when Braylon made him stop touching or sucking. Woo. He didn't recall any other incidents with Braylon, but he did say Braylon had told him whenever he makes him mad, he will have to do that to him. He said he believed he was 6 years old when this happened, and he's 7 years old now. Oh my God. Girl, not you got your pedo son around somebody's 6-year-old doing that. Girl. Oh no. I would sue the pants off of her ass. That's if I don't beat the brakes. Oh my God. He said he believed this happened when it was warm outside. They were allowed to play outside a lot on a trampoline. So it's believed these incidents occurred between the summer of 2021. Finally, CC Ogletree asked the boy if he had any parts on his body that no one was supposed to touch. He confirmed that there was and called them his butt, weenie, and balls. She then asked if anyone had ever touched him there, which he denied. When she asked if he was ever made to touch anyone in that spot that was private, he said Braylon, but denied anyone else. Finally, he stated he wanted to tell an adult, but he was scared he would get in trouble. On 3322, at approximately 10:25 hours, I met with Braylon Royce, her mother Juanita Reed, and her brother Ryan Reed at the Winter Garden Police Department, I record room number 1, which is audio and video recorded. Royce requested her mother and brother be allowed in the interview room for moral support only, not to speak, which we all agreed on. I explained to Braylon and Royce that we were just going to have a conversation about what had transpired, and if at any point they wanted to leave, they could say they were done talking, get up, and walk out. I qualified Braylon to ensure he knew the difference between the truth and a lie, which he did, and promised to tell me the truth. I asked Royce about her relationship with old boy. She said they've been together for approximately 2 years, and the boys were like brothers. I hold on. So she said the boys were like brothers. Child, where? Child, where? I'm just asking where. Baby, See, this is the delusion that comes from her that really irritates my spirit. You know, she really, really. Stormy, you are hilarious. That was so funny. Guys, be nice to each other in my chat. I really don't like all that extra stuff going on in the chat. Just be nice to each other. When we're in a live together, we all family. Okay? We're not gonna all agree with each other, but just be nice to each other while we're in the chat, okay? All right. Uh, they definitely were not like brothers. So I don't know why she would have said that. That is delusional as hell. And that's the problem with her. I inquired about the pretrial diversion, to which Royce said since he started the program, he was doing very well. She said Braylon had started the program on 6/22/21, and since then his therapist letters have spoken highly of him. Girl, bye. And didn't believe he was a threat or would reoffend. However, this incident occurred before Braylon started the program. Well, at this point, it doesn't matter. Right, Demira. Some people are afraid to be single. She need to be afraid to be in a relationship. This woman is um putting people at risk, people's children at risk. That's not cool at all. That is not cool at all. Like I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted by it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, girl, you could just be doing so much better than what you're doing. And you are choosing to have people that you know are going to be victimized around him. Like, why? Why are you doing that? Like, for me, I just don't understand it. My whole thing is, you know better, because you have stuff going on. Like, come on, sis. You know what I'm saying? You have stuff going on. This is not something that this person shouldn't even be in front of you. I mean, in your home. Hold on. I'm just typing something. These people should not have to be um subject to you and your child and y'all's problems. You already had ongoing cases. Why are you involving people in your bullshit? What's up, Yusuf? What's up, Buddha Fortune, Supreme in the house, Mrs. Cheek? What's going on? Okay, Erica, you ain't never lied, girl. My beautiful mods in the house. My husband stopped through. That's what's up. It's just like she should know better than to be involving people in her effing mess. It makes me mad. It really does. It makes me mad because you should know better. Like, if you already have pending stuff going on with this boy, what then makes you bring another person and their children in your life, knowing what your child is about, knowing what he does, knowing that, oh, let me bring another kid into this. Oh God, knowing that your son is a predator. Girl, what is you doing? So, anyways, I asked Braylon how he thought the therapy was going, to which he said it was going good. He said it was teaching him not to act on the urges, honey, the urges he gets, and teaching him how to stop them from coming up. Oh no, he need help. Oh no, he need big help. He need big help. Um, why would I stop blaming Royce? She is the blame. Why would I stop doing that, Zenobia? She is the blame. And if you don't see where she is the blame and where she put that man's children in harm's way, knowing that she had a case in 2020 and this occurred in 2021, then that's on you. And I would hope that you would be afraid for your children and protect your children better than Royce and that man did. Ain't no way in heck, ain't no way in heck that should have occurred, especially because that man came into this relationship and she told him everything that went on. He admitted that. And he still allowed his children talking about, oh, I thought he respected me. That boy don't even know you. Shut up. You don't even know Royce. You walked into a shit storm of a situation and thought you was going to do what with that? You should have took your ass somewhere and sat down. Instead, you was trying to get the thing wet. And that took priority over the protection of her children and over his children. I don't want to hear that thing. You know? So anyway, she goes on to say, Or he goes on to say, I asked Braylon what he thinks causes the urges. Now, you say you got urges, we got a problem. You got urges, we have a problem. Because at the end of the day, okay, at the end of the day, these sexual urges don't go away, and we know that. Sexual urges are with you in your mind every single day, all the time. Sexual urges are a body thing. They come from the body. So it's just that's scary right there. That's scary right there. That's not gonna go away. It don't matter how old he turned, he gonna want to get him some. Okay. Not following a court order is not doing the best she could. Exactly. Exactly. I agree. I don't know what made her put this relationship priority over making sure that her son is stable. There's no way that he's stable. Zenobia, I'm gonna ignore your comments. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude to you. I'm trying my best not to really say what I want to say to you, because your perspective is yours to have. You have every right to have that perspective, and I'm trying to do better on my channel. I want to have a more mature audience here on the channel. I do clown a lot. I do like the roast. I will cuss a person out, but this is not the subject. Yeah, okay. All right. For sure. I got you. Hi, beautiful Susan. Okay. Um so he was asked what causes the urges. He says, now listen to this. This is what I was saying about her. Um twerking and gyrating and wearing all these small clothes around her son. He said when he is on the internet and see things that urges him. Now, should he have a phone? Should he have a phone? That's okay, Miss Zenobia, no problems. Should he have a phone? Should he have a phone? Should he be on the computer without parental control and supervision? What is wrong with her? That's all I'm saying, because it's starting to make me mad. There's no way he shouldn't be on the internet where he's seeing this stuff. That he shouldn't be on the internet where he is seeing this stuff. He should not be on the internet where he shouldn't have any devices that allow for him to exercise that part of his body or brain at all. She is not 21 Mom Mill said Royce has not put enough time into this. I pray for the affected children and enough time into his healing and enough effort into his sickness and into his recovery. Exactly, Tracy. No internet. Okay. And it wasn't only little boys he was touching. Lyric. He also did this to a little girl this the in 2020. Um I asked him what things on the internet he was referring to, which he said regular pictures of girls on the internet, not pornography. I asked Braylon about the urges that come when he gets angry. He said that does cause some of the urges, but now that he is going through treatment, he now knows to manage his anger. He provided examples of walking away from people, going into his room, etc. I asked about his father and when he last saw him. Braylon said the last time he saw him was when he was in town for a basketball game, which was a while ago. I also asked about the last time he had been to his father's home in Georgia, which he said was sometime during the 2020 quarantine. He said he used to talk to his father on the phone, but his father got upset about time he was spending with old boy, and they have not spoken. Finally, I asked what he thinks of blank and blank Jr. He said the boys look up to him as a big brother, and they all enjoy hanging out and doing things. Royce said the boys are extremely close even after the incident, and she believes the program is working since it happened before entering the program and has not happened since. I asked Braylon about what happened with the little boy. He told me he remembered blank and the boys coming over. The boys went upstairs to play on his computer. Should he have a computer? Just saying, she's not putting enough effort into this boy's recovery. The boys went upstairs to play on his computer while the father was downstairs. Braylon said he went to use the bathroom and told the boy he could continue playing the game while he was in the bathroom, and the boy was still playing the game. His character died in the game. This upset Braylon, so he brought the boy to the hallway where he showed him his pee and told him to child suck it. Told him to suck it. Mm, mm, mm. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my goodness. The boy told him it was disgusting, to which Braylon told him it was not. He further told the boy that every time he got mad at him, he was going to make him do it again. Braylon said there was a second incident in the theater that same day where the boy told him no. So Braylon said he stopped because it didn't really feel right. I started to recap with Braylon what he told me when Royce said, I think we need to go. I immediately stopped asking Braylon questions and they were free to leave. I explained to Royce I would be continuing my investigation and she had my contact information should she want to contact me. I then asked Royce if she wanted to talk to me, to which she said that was fine. I escorted Braylon and Juanita to the lobby while Royce and Ryan waited for me in the interview room. When I returned, Royce said she just got an uneasy feeling. She continued to say she's always taught Braylon to tell the truth and she knows he would have continued telling me the truth. However, she wants to make sure he is going to get help and not have to go to jail or register as an offender, which he needs to immediately. She talked about how he is a victim also and how remorseful he is about what happened. The conversation with Royce continued over an hour, but it was more focused on Braylon's history, her relationship with old boy and his boys, and Braylon's relationship with the little boy. I confronted Royce on the situations in the pretrial diversion, specifically how Braylon was not allowed to be unattended with younger or weaker children, and he's not allowed to play with children more than 2 years younger than him. I explained that I understood the boys were never left alone in the house. They were left unsupervised, which caused them to be in the situation they were in. Roy stated she understood and that she and the man had actually talked about this in depth. Royce stated that he had signed a letter stating that he knew the stipulations, but he trusted Braylon and knew what was going on. See, and that's what I'm saying when I say, when I make statements like this is really two cases of child neglect. Really, it's two. It's not one. Um, and this is because of his knowledge. And the mother is like, why are they questioning my son? Girl, bye. He just as guilty as she is. What do you mean? He just as guilty as she is. Right, Rashida. This kid is like right, DC. I mean, yep, the dad too, 21. I mean, it's just it. Yes, Tony, it is so sad, Tony. So sad. Sociopathic narcissist in the right, Keish. Um, so Royce continued to say that they never left the boys alone in the house together, but did admit that she and the man would leave them unattended, citing an example of they would be downstairs in the kitchen cooking while the boys were upstairs playing. I expressed my concern for the fact that Braylon has now created multiple victims, while understanding he is a victim, but she and the father failed to protect their children by leaving them unattended with Braylon. The conversation continued with Royce focused on the fact that Braylon victimized another person prior to starting or victimized a boy prior to starting the program, and how the program is helping him now that he is in it. Royce said several times this should not have happened, but if she can help save her son, get him intense therapy or into a wilderness sex therapy program. Girl, what is that? Girl, she would do whatever it takes to save her son. She then turned her focus to the young man and how he's a wonderful man, or the dude turned her focus to old boy and how he's a wonderful man and a wonderful, attentive father. Really? Because his son was up there. Woo! Bruh, she's so delusional. It makes me mad. She then turned her focus to him, how he was wonderful and attentive. Her talking about him and his children for a while, after talking about him and his children for a while, Royce turned her focus to Braylon. She focused on him being a victim, no one helping him back then, and understanding he is victimizing children who were his age when he was victimized. So she admits here that he was victimized, and that also is a sign of child neglect. What makes her think that it's normal for her son to have been in a situation where he himself was a victim and then becomes a predator? What were you doing while your son was being victimized? My God, what were you doing when your son was upstairs. Been an hour and 2 minutes. Erica. Erica Ayala. So those are my questions. What makes you think that makes you look good? That doesn't make you look good. That doesn't make up for the situation that this boy is in. That doesn't help you in this circumstances. That doesn't tell us that you're a safe place for this boy and other children. What is wrong with her? Yep, you're gonna have to run it back, girl. Whew. I told Royce what the allegations and charges would be, and she was in shock. She had no idea Blank disclosed that Braylon had made him SUCK his you know what, and did not hear what Braylon was saying before she stopped him from talking to me. When he admitted to having the boy SUCK his you know what, she also did not know about the incident in the bathroom. Blank told of being the first incident. Royce confirmed that there is an Eiffel Tower painting in a room, which used to be a Paris themed room, which is where the little boy said the second incident occurred. The conversation with Royce and Ryan continued for approximately 45 more minutes, but it was with Royce trying to grasp everything going on. Her getting emotional about the status of her relationship with the man now that this all has been disclosed was nothing of pertinence to this case. On 3/2/22, 7-year-old little boy disclosed to CPT case coordinator Claire Ogletree that he had been made to touch Braylon Howard while motioning his closed fist back and forth, stating that is what he had to pull Braylon's you know what up and down before Braylon made him put my mouth on it and SUCK it. The boys said this happened at least 2 times, once while they were in the bathroom together and another time in the hallway outside the Paris room after Braylon got mad at him. He said this happened when he was 6 years old, which would have made Braylon 13 years old, during the summer of 2021. He's not even supposed to be around kids younger than him. What the hell made her have this boy around a 6-year-old? Like, she's just, what's wrong with her? Well, she don't think she, oh my God. And he's done this before. It's not his first time. He's a repeat offender. You got him around somebody's 6-year-old? Oh my God, girl. Therefore, it's probable cause to charge Braylon Howard with 2 counts. Oh, so he did get charged. Okay. Of FSS 800-04, lewd or lascivious molestation on a victim under 12 and 2 counts of violation of 794 sexual battery. Yes, thank God. Woo, child, girl, because I was like, I know they better make that boy registered. I am very happy to know that. So he's probably in juvenile hall. So he was removed from her. I thought he was going to be with a family member, but if as you look here, and you read that he was charged, he's probably in juvenile hall. And that's the reason why I couldn't find a trace back on like where he was placed at. Okay. On 1/29/21, Royce Reed signed Braylon Howard's plea diversion agreement for case number 48/2020 CJ001487, where under number 5 of the diversion plan, Part M reads that Braylon J. Howard agrees to and shall have no contact with any child younger, small, or weak, or anyone who is physically or mentally handicapped, unless under the direct supervision, sight, and sound of an appropriate adult, until it is deemed appropriate that the child does not pose a safety risk as determined by a therapist who is actively treating them. And and Part O, which reads Braylon J. Howard agrees to not play with or babysit any children who are 2 or more years younger than they are, based upon Royce's own admission on 3/3/22. She knew she violated these parts of the agreement, which led to this young boy being victimized by her son. Therefore, it's probable cause to charge Royce Reed with child neglect. Good job. Good job. Good job. I'm very glad that they both were charged. I definitely feel sorry for the dad because I know that he will have to deal with CPS, but maybe this is for the best. Maybe it's for the best that he deals with CPS so that he can stop being so comfortable in his parenting. You know, one thing about um being a parent, and I can tell you this from experience, is that sometimes when you're parenting your child and you've been, you know, a parent for a long time, um, it might seem like you know, you get a little comfortable. It might seem like you can have this comfort level because it's my kid and da 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 da. But at the end of the day, her comfort level was she was way too loose. This young man, she knew the rules that were stipulated around him. She allowed her son to continue to victimize people. She is just as much of a predator as her child. And on top of that, her activity online with this, her behavior, twerking, and all the stuff that she does online is absolutely despicable and unacceptable. Okay. And that's that on that. And I'm not going back because that's that on that. Um, I felt the same way, TT. I also said that. Um, definitely, she just said now charge anyone that knew about his behavior and still allowed their kids around him. Agreed, because not you signed a paper to have your children around him. All right, Chi Chi. Yeah, watch the replay. I'm gonna drop off the home channel and listen, I'm live right now on 2 channels. Do you guys know about T Hive Movie Night? Do you guys know about T Hive Book Club channels? Make sure that you guys throw up those channel links in the chat. Mods, T Hive Movie Night, T Hive Book Club. I'm about to be more active on those channels. So I want you guys to oh, did I spell movie wrong? Yes, I did. I want you guys to go over to those channels and subscribe. So it's called T Hive Movie Night. If y'all don't know, I have many channels. Okay, I have about 9 channels. So I have T Hive Movie Night and T Hive Book Club, which the book club, I will be reading the book here on this channel, and then I'll go be doing my review on another channel. Okay. Thank you, L. Williams. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me for this video. We will be live for another one this morning. Yes, we will. And then I'll be dropping a whole bunch of videos in your lap. Period. Here's the book club here. That's pinned, and then movie night is right above it. So make sure you guys get over there and subscribe. I'm going to be doing reviews for Jocelyn Cabaret episode by episode. So guys, make sure you join me for that for sure. Bye, Stormy. Bye, Tracy, Jaquita, Sheeta, Miss Cheek, Mrs. Cheek, L. Williams, Erica's, the Erica Prince, the Erica Ayala, Storm, DC Mirage. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Zenobia, thank you for your opinions as well. Rare Diamond, Black Queen, shout out to you and Lee Lum. My mods, Bestie, TT's Bestie, and Sheeta for stopping by. Tracy, 21 My Mill, Supreme, Tiffany Taylor. Who else names did I remember in my head? Keish K, Buddha, Fortune. Who else I remember? Tracy Wilson, Kimberly Earls, and then Jasmine Banks. I remember those names. Thank y'all for dropping by. Trust me, I do look at the chat and I am getting familiar with y'all names. So I will know if you come back and I'll be looking for you. All right, y'all. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already and head over to my sub channels, T Hive Movie Night and T Hive